Hello and welcome, Durman here, and today we're playing Minecraft. Now, this is a interesting little deal here because this is my first Minecraft map. I started this map way back in Alpha, I believe, and this is what I made over the several months that I worked away at this particular map. But then, as the different versions came out, I started maps in newer versions, and so this one got kind of pushed aside. Now, this is of course my little base. I built it on top of this great big hill, and this massive spike here is the reason I wanted to be able to find it from quite a long ways away. So there's a torch up there, and in fact, floating above my house is a giant, well, it's a cobblestone arrow with torches on it, so I can see that from quite a long way away as well. But you can see that it's been processed several times, as the trees have several different varieties of leaf attached to them, as opposed to just one. Actually, I'm surprised that they don't have a bunch of different kinds of bark. But anyway, I'm going to start the tour with my house here. It's not a huge affair, but it's cozy. Right here is my well, I guess you would say, so I can, fill up buckets of water. Excuse me. And of course I've got flowers, and I've got a pretty fountain outside, and I've got a water slide back here. So you check it out. Water slide! Woo! 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 I guess. Yeah, not super duper exciting, but there you go. Water slide. Comes over here to my cactus garden, and underneath this bridge, and into this little oasis. And over here is a very cool natural formation. I actually did absolutely nothing to this. I might have put that water back there, but the actual formation is natural. It's starting to get dark out. But behind the house, I've got a nice open area that I built up to serve two reasons. And I'll show you the first one right off the bat. This is my compass. You can see I've got south, west, east, and north. Just so, I could give myself directions. Even though it's not right at all, because the sun just set in the north. So, well, I have no idea why I did it this way, especially considering it's completely wrong. But as you can see, there's glass in here, and I will show you why here in a moment. So let's quickly go inside, check things out. Actually, real quick, over there is a great big, slab of rock, and that sign right there in the center says Mine B, Mine 2, one of those. Yeah, I started a mine indoors, and I put another one over there, and in the end they actually linked. But I've got pillar of gold, a block of gold over there. Got art hanging around. Art hanging around. Yeah, this is mine A, so that one would be mine B. And my workshop is through here. And there's a tree farm over there. Huh, wonder what that could be. And here I've got some art, I've got lots of storage, and I've got 4 furnaces and whatnot. And as you'll see back this way is my underground tree farm, which is underneath the compass. You can see the letters there. But yeah, I kind of did this on a whim. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do. Put curly cues on the walls. Made a nice looking entry. Yeah, just for something to do. But down beyond this point is my mine proper, but I don't really see a point to showing that off because, well, it's not particularly fancy. Most of the interesting stuff that I did here, well, in this world, is on the surface. So let's start the tour over this way. Up here is just a little viewing area. As you can see, that's the mine down there that I just mentioned a moment ago. Over there I've got a farm that I'll show you a little bit more in depth later on. Got a mob trap, which, if I'm not mistaken, is currently filled with boars, or pigs, or whatever you want to call them. An amphitheater, and my reed garden. Also over here I've got a portal to the nether. Now down this-a-way is a cool little undercut area, which I thought was, pretty nifty. And actually through here is another cool natural formation, this little island that's perfectly symmetrical. And again, perfectly natural, I didn't do anything to this. Even has this little bit here. And this is a really long path that actually takes you to another nether portal, but we're not going to go that way. Because I didn't really do much in the nether. Because at the time, there wasn't a whole lot to do in the nether. See why it's nice to have a giant spike right next to your house? Makes it really easy to find. Whoop, 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 whoop yourself. Jeez. I was begging for attention. And pretty waterfall, whatnot. Said this is the amphitheater. Not that it has a whole lot of use. You can stand here and talk to people, and people can, see you from wherever they are. Another thing that I just kind of built on a whim. Something to do. This is the mob trap. You may have seen this on YouTube because that's where I got the idea for it, or the design for it, actually. And they changed the way that ladders work since, this came out, so it no longer allows you to actually jump onto the ladder. So that would have to be redesigned if I were to try to use it again. As I said, this is the farm over here with another fountain. Inside is, well, wheat. And several channels that run down here, go through here and into a lake over there. All purdy and crap. And I wanted to have walls to make sure that it wouldn't get filled up with mobs or anything. I'm trampling all over my stuff. Ooh, music. But, yeah, that's most of what I did, except for one little project that I have over that-a-way. Like I said, this was... First map was mostly just messing around, and I did more impressive, well, more useful things in a server that I was on a while ago, but that server has since been shut down. Over here is my real fun thing I did. Not entirely complete, but this is a recreation of Helm's Deep from The Lord of the Rings. Now, it doesn't look exactly like the one in the movie, because I didn't go off the movie blueprints. I went off of the original Tolkien blueprints. You can see this is the deeping wall, and over here is a little bit of wall that connects the this section to the mountainside. Now this one I had to cheat a little bit just to get the land flat enough for everything. But all of the actual blocks of the wall itself were put in manually. A lot of the land forming, that was done in a editing tool. But yes, that would be the Hornburg and the inner wall. As you can see, I flattened out a lot of the landscape over that away, and for whatever reason it isn't drawing quite all the way out. But, whatever. Now the main deeping wall is over this away. And as you can see, it's quite extensive. And as you can see, big, chunky cutout, since I never actually had the ambition to come back in and finish this. Here's the deeping stream going through this way. In fact, I have stairways in, well, 2 sections, I guess, all the way over that way. And as I said, all these measurements are accurate to the actual Lord of the Rings story. If you happen to have a copy of the Atlas of Middle-earth, this is a recreation of that version going off of their measurements, which seem quite accurate, and also a drawing that Tolkien himself had done. So yeah, great big wall, which I put together manually. Not trying to sound impressive or anything, it was actually really, really tedious, and I probably wouldn't want to do it again, but there you go. The ramp is about half done. Oops. As you can see, it kind of looks kind of funky because it comes down at this angle and goes over to some land which doesn't exist because there's water here. That I was going to go back in and edit, but I never actually got around to it. But in any event, this is, well, was quite a endeavor while I was doing it. Though quite a lot of fun, if ridiculously tedious. See, originally I was going to have the entire inside of this with these slabs on it that'd look all nice, and there'd be less chickens. In here I'd have a little bit of storage and whatnot, so I could do stuff with that. And as you can see over here, I had double thickness slabs because the height in here is just a little bit higher. And I was going to build up inside the Hornburg here, but I didn't. This is, of course, a cobblestone generator, which, don't really get a lot of use of it anymore. But in any event, that would be the grand tour of my original Minecraft world. And in the future, I might just do some more videos of Minecraft and do some other different things. So, look forward to that.